They say you're tired because you don't sleep enough, that you're unmotivated because you're lazy, that you're sick because you're just unlucky. But what if I told you none of that is true? What if the real reason you're exhausted, blocked, or emotionally drained has nothing to do with your habits and everything to do with something you can't even see? There's an invisible force flowing through you right now. It's not a metaphor. It's not a belief. It's energy, raw, pulsating, vital energy. And here's the part no one talks about. This energy can be controlled, not just felt, not just sensed, but shaped, transformed, directed. It's the difference between living on autopilot, living on purpose. But if that's true, why isn't everyone doing it? Why didn't you learn this in school? Why are we told to meditate, eat right, think positive, but no one ever teaches us how to command our energy? Simple. Because if you knew how powerful you really are, you'd be unstoppable. In this video, I'm going to show you something ancient, something hidden in plain sight. It's not philosophy. It's not religion. It's a technology of the soul. It's used by mystics, warriors, healers, silently passed down through centuries. And now it's reaching you. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will change the way you experience your body, your emotions, and even your reality. And if you want more videos like this, deeper, raw, and brutally honest, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. That's how YouTube knows you want to keep awakening the truth they don't want you to hear. You ready? Let's begin. Everything you've ever felt, from joy to pain, from exhaustion to ecstasy, is connected by one thing: energy. Not the metaphorical kind, not good vibes. I mean the actual life force that flows through your body, responds to your emotions, and shapes how your mind functions. But here's what no one tells you. This force is not random. It's not chaotic. It's not mystical in the way you've been led to believe. It is precise. It follows laws. It reacts to your focus, your breath, your thoughts. And right now, whether you realize it or not, it's being used, either by you or against you. For centuries, ancient traditions have known this. From the breathwork of the Taoists to the silent disciplines of the Hermetic magicians, from the vital qi of the East to the magnetic fluid of Western occultists. Different names, same power. But here's the truth. Most people never access it. Not because they can't, but because they were never taught how. We were trained to ignore it, to numb it, to suppress it with noise, distraction, pills, and pressure. So we walk around like empty shells, reacting, surviving, consuming, never realizing the engine of reality is something we were born with. Let me ask you this. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt uncomfortable for no logical reason, or felt drained after talking to a certain person? That's not emotion, it's energy. And you've been swimming in it your entire life without knowing how to swim? What if you could stop being a passive receiver and start becoming the transmitter? In this video, we're not just going to talk about energy. We're going to understand it, learn how it works. More importantly, learn how to control it. Because once you do, you don't just change your mood. You don't just feel better. You change what's possible for you, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I'll show you how. Let's go deeper. Imagine your body is a house now. Imagine you've never cleaned it. Years go by, dust builds up, old emotions, forgotten. Memories, repressed thoughts, they start stacking in the corners like cobwebs. The lights start flickering. The temperature becomes unstable. Something smells off. But instead of cleaning, you take painkillers. You open a window. You light a candle. That's how most people live. Their body, this incredible intelligent system, is overloaded. Not with illness, but with unprocessed energy. With stagnant emotion, the tension never released. And then they wonder why they can't focus, can't sleep, can't feel alive. You can't fix a blocked pipe by ignoring the clog. Energy works exactly the same way. Let's break this down. When you experience fear, your body tightens. Your breath gets shallow. Your chest contracts. That's energy responding to a survival trigger. Now imagine living like that every day, for months, years. That tightness becomes normal. The shallow breath becomes default. that stress becomes your identity. You're not broken, you're just stuck. And what's worse, your mind adapts. It starts creating stories to make sense of the sensation. I'm tired because I'm getting old. I just don't have motivation. It's genetics. But underneath the story is energy that was never cleared. And this is where ancient traditions got it right. They didn't treat symptoms, they treated flow. In Taoist medicine, illness is stagnation. In Ayurveda, it's imbalance. It's disharmony of force. They knew that before you heal the body, you have to realign the field. Let's make this practical again. Sit right now, in silence. Breathe in slowly for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 6. Again, feel what shifts. Your heart slows down, and your thoughts soften. That's not magic, that's nervous. System entrainment. That calm is fertile ground for energy to flow. Now let's reset. Think about a time you felt fully alive. Like really alive. Maybe you were dancing, laughing, creating, kissing, traveling. What do all those moments have in common? You weren't thinking, you were feeling. You were in the now. It's that presence, that openness, that electricity you felt. That's not random. That's full alignment. That's what your energy feels like when it's unblocked in that state. You don't have to chase it. You can train it. That's the purpose of these techniques. Let's add a new one. Take your dominant hand, place it gently over your lower abdomen. Now close your eyes and breathe deeply into that spot. Feel it expanding like a balloon. Now visualize a warm golden light forming there, glowing brighter with every inhale. This isn't imagination. This is neural association. The more you practice, the more real it becomes. This is your core, your energetic center. The Chinese call it the lower Danshan. The Japanese call it the Hara. Mystics call it the seat of power. Whatever name you use, this is the place where your energy stabilizes. It's the engine. And most people have it shut down because they live entirely in their heads. But here's the next step. Once energy begins to flow, it needs direction. And that's where intention comes in. Because a flowing river without a channel floods everything. But when you create a clear path, it becomes a powerful current that moves you forward. And that's what we'll begin to explore. How your emotions, your attention, your breath, and your beliefs either channel your energy or destroy it. Because awareness is step one, but mastery, that's what comes next. Now that you've awakened your awareness and felt your energy starting to flow, we need to talk about the most powerful disruptor of that energy, your emotions. Most people think emotions are just reactions, something that happens to them. The truth is, every emotion you feel is a signal. And more than that, it's an energetic command. Joy expands your field. Gratitude raises your frequency. Love synchronizes your heart and brain. But anger, fear, shame, it's collapse your field. They don't just make you feel bad. They make your energy toxic. Let's be honest. Many times have you held on to anger for days? Replayed an argument in your mind again and again? That's not just overthinking, that's energetic looping. It's that every time that loop runs, your body relives the chemistry of the moment. Cortisol spikes, muscles contract, breath becomes shallow, blood flow shifts. Over time, this rewires your system for stress. Your body literally forgets how to relax. And here's the craziest part. We think that's normal. We think peace is boring. We think calm is weak. We've been conditioned to associate adrenaline with aliveness. But adrenaline isn't clarity, it's chaos. And if your energy is constantly hijacked by your emotions, you're not in control. Your past is. So how do we reclaim it? How do we transform emotional energy into creative force? We start with presence, not escape. Don't transcend emotions by ignoring them. Alchemize them by feeling them fully, and then choosing differently. Try this. Think of a recent situation that triggered you. Feel it in your body. Don't run from it. Now ask, where do I feel it most? Is it in my throat, my chest, my gut? What shape is it? What color is it, moving or still? Just by noticing it, you begin the process of transmutation. Emotion is energy in motion. When you name it, you contain it. When you feel it, you free it. Once the charge is released, you gain something powerful. Clarity of intention, because this is the key. Intention is what turns raw energy into directed power. Every ancient practice, from magic to meditation to martial arts, is built on this truth. Where focus goes, energy flows. But not all intention is equal. Superficial desires, like wanting more money, status, validation, they scatter your energy. Deep intention, born from truth, aligned with soul, concentrates it. Try this. Sit down, breathe into your belly, and ask yourself, what do I really want to feel? What experience am I calling in, not just in my mind, but in my body, in my field, in my life? Now speak it. Not as a wish, but as a command. Say it like it's already happening. I am grounded. I am powerful. I radiate calm. I attract clarity. This isn't delusion. This is frequency tuning. Because when your intention is clear, your energy obeys, and reality begins to rearrange itself accordingly. Let's amplify that now with a breath. Technique used for thousands of years. Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Sit comfortably, spine straight. Close your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale deeply through the left. Close the left with your ring finger. Exhale through the right. Now inhale through the right. Switch again. Exhale through the left. Keep this rhythm. This isn't just calming. It's rebalancing the hemispheres of your brain. It aligns your masculine and feminine currents, your logic and intuition, your inner fire and your inner water. 5 minutes a day. That's all it takes. Over time, you'll notice your thoughts become sharper, your emotions more balanced, your energy more consistent. But don't stop there. The real shift happens when you apply this in your daily life, in conversations, in conflict, in creativity. Before you react, you breathe. Before you speak, you feel. Before you move, you choose. That's mastery. Not the absence of emotion, but the presence of choice. Not suppressing energy, but channeling it. And this is just the beginning. Because the next layer, it's not about your energy alone. It's about what happens when you enter spaces filled with other people's energy. What happens when you're around fear, anger, manipulation, or envy, and don't know how to protect your field. That's the next challenge, and it changes everything. You started to feel it now, haven't you? That quiet strength rising. Inside, that sense of control you didn't even know was missing. That awareness that maybe it wasn't the world draining you. Maybe it was you leaking energy without realizing it. But here's the twist most people never see coming. Even if you master your breath, even if you ground your emotions, even if your intention is crystal clear, there's still something else, something bigger. Because energy isn't just personal, it's environmental. Think about it. You walk into a room and feel heavy for no reason. You talk to someone and feel anxious afterward, even though the words were polite. You scroll through your feed and suddenly you're irritated, empty, disconnected. That's not coincidence. That's energy contagion. And if you don't know how to protect your field, how to clear it, seal it, and choose what gets in, then you'll always be at the mercy of whatever surrounds you. This is where most people stop, right when things get real. But you're not most people. You've made it here. You've felt it. You've remembered. So here's the next step, right here on the screen. Another video is waiting. One that will show you how to shield your energy, how to amplify it, and how to stop being a sponge for everyone else's emotions. You're not meant to just survive this world. You're meant to master it from the inside out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.